Honourable members, on the economic front, we are passing through an extremely difficult phase. For 2 consecutive years, our GDP growth has been less than 5%. Tax collection has declined. Inflation continues to be at an unacceptable level, thus putting the Indian economy back on track is paramount for my government. We will work together to usher our economy into a high growth path, rein in inflation, reignite investment cycles, accelerate job creation, and restore the confidence of the domestic as well as international community in our economy. My government will create a policy environment which is predictable, transparent, and fair. It will embark on rationalization and simplification of the tax regime to make it non-adversarial and conducive to investment, enterprise and growth. My government will make every effort to introduce the GST while addressing the concerns of states. Reforms will be undertaken to enhance the ease of doing business. My government will follow a policy of encouraging investments, including through FDI, which will be allowed in sectors that help create jobs and assets. For rapid creation of jobs in the manufacturing sector, the government will strategically promote labor-intensive manufacturing. Employment opportunities will also be expanded by promoting tourism and agro-based industries. My government will transform employment exchanges into career centers, connecting our youth with job opportunities in a transparent and effective manner through the use of technology as well as through counseling and training. The government will strengthen the pension and health insurance safety nets for labor force of all categories and would provide them access to modern financial service. Honourable members, we need to transform ourselves into a globally competitive manufacturing hub powered by skill, scale and speed. To this end, the government will set up world-class investment and industrial regions, particularly along the dedicated freight corridors and industrial corridors spanning the country. My government will encourage the domestic industry to innovate and collaborate internationally. It will strive to move towards a single window system of clearance, both at the center and at the states, through a hub-spoke model. To strengthen our share of global trade, procedures will be simplified and trade infrastructure strengthened so as to reduce transaction time and cost. The SSI and handicraft sectors will be encouraged by providing them enhanced technological, marketing and investment support. Export potential of this sector will be encouraged. My government will make every effort to improve the working conditions of our weavers in particular. It will also set up task force to review and revive our MSME sector. Honourable members, lack of robust infrastructure is one of India's major impediments. The government will chalk out an ambitious infrastructure development program to be implemented in the next 10 years. A fast-track investment-friendly and predictable PPP mechanism will be put in place. Modernization and revamping of railways is on top of the infrastructure agenda. My government will launch a diamond quadrilateral project of high-speed trains. The country will have a network of freight corridors with specialized agri-railway networks for perishable agricultural products. Investment in railways will be increased using innovative financing methods. Expansion of railways in the hilly states and northeastern region and modernization of the rail safety systems will be prime focus areas. We will encourage research and development and high-level local manufacturing for railway systems. A fast, time-bound and well-monitored program for extension of the National Highways program will be initiated to overcome the stagnancy of the past few years. Low-cost airports will be developed to promote air connectivity to smallest towns. The government will evolve a model of port-led development. Our long coastline will become the gateway for India's prosperity. My government will facilitate modernization of existing ports on one hand and development of new world-class ports on the other hand. Stringing together the Sagarmala projects, we will connect the ports with the hinterland through road and rail. Inland and coastal waterways will be developed as major transport routes. Honourable members, my government will come out with a comprehensive national energy policy and focus on development of energy, related infrastructure, human resource and technology. The aim of the government will be substantially augmented electricity generation capacity through judicious mix of conventional and non-conventional sources. It will expand the national solar mission and connect households and industries with gas grids. Reforms in the coal sector will be pursued with urgency for attracting private investment in a transparent manner. The international civil nuclear agreements will be operationalized and nuclear power projects for civilian purposes will be developed. My government is conscious of the fact that our urban infrastructure is under severe stress. Soon, 50% of our population would be residing in urban areas. Taking urbanization as an opportunity rather than a challenge, the government will build 100 cities focused on specialized domestic and specialized domains and equipped with world-class amenities. Integrated infrastructure will be rolled out in model towns to focus on cleanliness and sanitation. By the time the nation completes 75 years of its independence, every family will have a Pakka house with water connection, toilet facilities, 24/7 hours electricity supply and access. Honourable members, while putting the country on a high growth path, my government will keep sustainability at the core of our planning process. My government strongly believes that environmental conservation can go hand in hand with development. To achieve this, environment and forest clearance systems will be made more predictable, transparent and time-bound. Simultaneously, an effective system will be developed for sound appraisal process and strict compliance of clearance conditions, especially those relating to rehabilitation of displaced communities and regeneration of forests. Cleaner fuels will be promoted to bring down pollution levels in our cities. Government will earnestly take up mitigation works to meet the challenges posed by climate change and will closely work with the global community in this regard. Conservation of the Himalayan ecology will be a priority area for my government. A national mission on Himalayas will be launched. In the recent past, serious concerns have been expressed regarding use of discretionary powers in allocation of our precious natural resources. The government will formulate clear and transparent policies on allocation of critical natural resources such as coal, minerals, and spectrum. River Ganga is a part of our rich culture, rich cultural heritage, a symbol of faith and the lifeline of millions. However, Ganga continues to remain polluted, with many stretches of the river becoming dry in the lean season. My government will take all necessary steps to ensure a perennial, clean and pristine Ganga. Our rich cultural heritage is the very foundation on which rests the unity of our diverse nation. Indian languages are repositories of our rich literature, history, culture, art, and other achievements. My government will launch a national mission, e-Bhasha, that will develop digital vernacular content and disseminate our classic literature in different languages. My government will also provide the required resources for the maintenance and restoration of national heritage sites. India has a vast untapped potential for tourism, which can play a special role in the socio-economic progress. The government will initiate a mission mode project to create 50 tourist circuits that are built around the specific themes, with a view to encouraging pilgrimage tourism. A national mission for beautifying and improving the amenities and infrastructure at pilgrimage centers of all faiths will be launched.